Yeah, we live.
Yeah.
Crack.
You forgot to
Joe.
say it, Dre.
Huh?
And we are live.
And we are live.
There you go.
That's that makes me think about WBLS every time I say that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Um Joe, where did she go? Well, she'll pop back in, but yeah, we're live.
The car.
Yeah, she went to the car.
I think she needed her
So
glasses.
there she go right there. Wait. I gotta get rid of some of this wireless stuff because I think there's interference with my mouse here. All right. All right, we're live. I am your brother Mordeeb. Welcome back to another POD podcast. We have an interesting show today. I like to say what's up to my esteemed panel. Y'all know DCR. He's like furniture around this place. He's in the building. My man Dave, a familiar face. Dave got a lot of fans.
Do
Sister
I?
J, yeah, you do. Sister J, she's taking care of something, but she's gonna pop back in momentarily. We got Sister CK in the building, making sure everybody's on point, and we got Sister Tasha. We're gonna get her to really be vocal today, so she gonna lay it down. She has a lot to say, like a whole lot to say, so we're gonna be all ears,
Yep.
and it's gonna be a great show. Great
Yeah.
show. So before we get into the show, before I hand the show over to the sisters, how's everybody doing? Let's work the room for a second just to see how everybody doing. Check the temperature on everybody's mood and vibe.
We good. I'm good. I'm good.
That's what's up.
I'm good.
Ladies.
Good.
Storm, I'm good.
We got the remnants of well, by the time it got to us, it was a tropical storm, but I know Sister J down in Palm Beach, they got a direct hit from the last situation that came through. What Tasha, you just got some rain.
No, we got rain. Shit was knocked down. Flood. Oh, they just got flooded real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got flooded real bad. Now my street, and my street was good. My area was good. I had a couple of branches and stuff, but I went out there. I talked to it. And I
Yeah.
said, you do what you got to do, but I need you to bypass me.
Right.
So,
Gotta do that. So by the time it got to us, it rained all night and part of the day, which was cool. But yeah, I hear there may be two more situations out there brewing.
Mm.
So gotta keep that in mind. I know the remnants kind of went up north, so y'all probably got a bunch of rain from that.
Now up here it's just like windy and cold. It's like cool now. It's like this whole week is supposed to be like in the early 50s, late 40s, and all that. I mean, we are in
nice.
November, so
It's
we could
classic.
expect that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We get
Yeah,
the same weather y'all get. Y'all just a little colder than us, so.
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty cold today. I think we was like 40 degrees today. So it was a bit crispy, but clean. The air be real crisp and clean when it be cool like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay, you ready? You good? You need a couple more minutes?
I need like 30 seconds.
All right, we're going to start counting. 29, 28. Nah, I ain't going to do you like that. But other than that, there's a lot been going on that I've been kind of keeping up with. Of course, we lost another rapper, well-known rapper that is, from the group Amigos, Brother Takeoff, was deleted from the system. This goes back to the show we did on how the music has transformed into a culture of death.
Mm-hmm.
And the chickens are coming home to roost. And we at a critical juncture right now. I feel like the climate is really bubbling with, everybody's asking pertinent questions right about now about everything that's going on, along with the show we just did about Kanye. And then we got the Kyrie Irving situation. So I just think right now there's a lot of extra needed energy that's stirring up the people to look in a particular direction that we probably haven't looked in a long time. And I just feel like we're on the cusp of something.
Mm-hmm.
What it is, I can't definitively say. I do feel like it's something positive. So, rest in peace to that brother. And I try not to put too much attention on entertainers when they do transition. I'll say that because if you listen to their music or anybody's music for that matter, you kind of build this symbiotic relationship with them indirectly. So it's like you kind of know them, but you really don't know them. So it's only right for us to have that position when one of them leaves here. But there's a lot of people who are leaving here that we don't know. So I try not to get polarized into one person when that happens. This is happening all the time. I will say this goes back to, and it's not weird, but it's what we call a synchronicity. How we just did the show about Kanye. Kanye brought light to a lot of things that were going on in the industry with the handlers, and then Kyrie made his comment, about the whole situation, and then we lose the rapper due to violence associated with the music. So somebody's gonna make money off of that. So it's just like the universe is moving all these chess pieces around the board right now, and it's in a, I'm not going to say a weird way, but it seems like it's moving in a harmonious manner to get us to see something. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just looks like these pieces are moving to create some picture that we need to be seeing right now. So that's just, my take on that. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into roll our intro credits, and we'll see y'all on the other side of this thing. And we are back. So today's show is called Ask Him. We have the sisters who are going to pretty much run the show today. And that's where we're going to, be willing participants to give our insight on what it is they feel personally, as well as what they feel the sisters from our community would like to know, our perspective on things. So with that being said, I'd like to say what's up to everybody in the chat, everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. And please share the content. If you dig it, then, send it to somebody so they can dig it also. On that note, I'm going to pass it over to Sister J. And today, Dre gets to chill and lay back and wait for it. On that note, Sister J, take it away.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We can't hear you.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing all of that.
Yeah, you were muted.
Y'all lay back and wait for it. Guys,
go ahead.
you guys ready?
Yeah, we ready. We're ready. Let's do it.
Drake covered a whole lot prior to. I was gonna come back from break and be like, and we are back. All right. I want to start off because she is the quietest one. And she's the quietest one. And I know you have a lot to say. So, question number 1, we'll start with
the baby.
I know. I'm sorry, Tasha.
No worries. So I guess the first question is, all right, bouncing off of what you were saying, Dre, about a lot that's going on, and a lot of violence is going on in society against our black males. My first question is, what as a black man in today's society, with all that's going on, what drives you? What is it that keeps you going?
I
And
like
Hmm?
it.
All right.
I like
I'm gonna go first, and we'll just follow because we're all in line. So I'm gonna go first, and Pot and Dave. What drives me? Number one, I think it would be I'm gonna get pretty deep with mine. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it out there.
Please do.
What
Please
what
do.
what
blank is
ultimately
iced tea.
ultimately drives me is the fact that I'm here in a body um, with the opportunity to experience. And you, me personally, I don't like to squander that. So while I'm here and I have, how people say it's a blessing to wake up today and be here to participate.
Mhm.
If you're not here participating, then everything else is irrelevant. So for me, being able to participate in the game of life drives me number one because I have the opportunity to be here. Other than that, I'm gonna say family.
Mhm.
Family and friends, because it's like I feel like the way I found life when I was born, I feel like I want to make some level of difference as I exit, and that could be in my immediate environment, or I can have an impact on the world. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but whatever it is, I feel like I need to make an impact on something before I exit this place. So when people have their last words about a person's life, because I've gone to funerals, we all been to funerals, and when people go, um you can measure the level of a person's energy by what people say about them, the impact as well as the turnout. Like, you touched a lot of people. So at the end of the day, what drives me is I want to have some level of impact on this materium that we call life, whether it be family, friends, strangers, or the entire globe. So that's pretty much what drives me every day. Like, what's my mark going to be at the end? Versus me being a person who's here, who's eating, sleeping, procreating, doing the mundane things that human beings do. What else are you adding to the game? What is your worth at the end of the day? So I strive to have some level of worth when it's all said and done. So that's what drives me.
So you would say would you say you want to make sure that, I guess, in a sense, your mark has been left?
Yes, definitely.
Is it and wasn't
Repeat that.
whoever was getting ready to ask the question? Go ahead.
Well, Pot, okay.
Okay.
So, Pot, you want to ask the question?
I didn't hear the question.
Oh, you didn't hear the question?
Nah.
That might have been Braylon in the background.
Yeah, I didn't hear the question.
So the question was, what drives you?
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else.
No.
What drives me? Y'all know I'm crazy, right? Something wrong with me. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with me, but what drives me? See, man, this is difficult because I'm gonna be honest, man. Since I can be honest about it, right? So, I'm driven by things that don't exist. To be honest with you, I don't care nothing about what's going on in this world. I'll be honest with you. It's like I've been here when I'm going on 50 years old, and I lost interest in anything man-made. Period. I don't really like. I just kind of go along with everything, but it doesn't do nothing for me. I'm basically always trying to. I try to do things that take me somewhere else, like because I'm trying to see myself live for a long time. What's in here? It's always been. I've never been wrong about anything that I said about my own. How can I say this? Damn, it's hard to explain this. What I envision in my head, I follow me. I don't really care about what the world says. Period. So it's like I don't believe in death. I don't believe in medicine. I don't believe in herbs. I don't believe in vitamins. None of that stuff. That stuff is just all man-made to me. It's like just basically a business. I really don't care about business, and money really doesn't drive me at all. I have no thoughts about making a lot of money. I don't care about it. I used to when I was younger, but I just don't give a fuck about it. It does nothing for me. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to work.
So love Pot. He's such
So-
a free spirit.
So, and you know, I just lost interest in the make believe in even the love game. I kind of lost interest in that too. So it's like I'm just seeking something like more of an evolution of conscious strength. You know what I mean? Like growth, and I can see myself in this different world. So it's like I'm just waiting for this world to collapse so I could be, start my world. You know what I mean? So I kind of see this world collapsing, to be honest with you. I don't think this is not gonna stand long, and that's when I can be able to put 100% into me and not try to be distracted by this world to try to survive in it and to work in it. I can't wait till it ends so I can be free from it, and then I can finally follow my own path. So it's like this is a jungle, and I just got to find my way out of it. But I love everybody, you know what I mean? Ain't no hate there, but I'm not driven by anything here. It's all kind of like I've been there, done it, So
What about Dave?
So you're just going through the most. You feel like you're going through the motions of life.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting because I see another. You know what I mean? I don't see me leaving no time soon. I always felt like that when I was a kid. So I'm gonna be here for a long time. I'm gonna be this person that you're looking at right now. This person don't age. Nothing happens to this person because of my belief system. So it's like it's been shown and proof though, man. It's like nothing has really. I overcame a lot of things that I felt should have killed me. But it made me stronger every time I overcome because I just believe in self-power and healing and stuff like that. But it's all in the mind of me. So as long as you can like break those codes in your mind, because there is a code there that can take you to the next level. But all these distractions makes it very hard because you like have doubt in things because of what you were taught and the images that they show and what happens to this. And then, it's always like a wall, and people let the wall control the way they think. I don't care about the wall. The wall can be broken down.
And that's what makes you pop. And that's what makes you pop. What about Dave? I'm so sorry about the noise.
What motivates me in this society? Was that the question that Tasha put out there?
Yeah, I guess you could drive. What drives you? What motivates
What
you?
drives me? What motivates me? I think in this time frame, for me, always being in a constant state of growth and evolution. From my background, from the things that I've been through the self, the inner work that I'm always doing on myself. What motivates me is growing. What motivates me nowadays is stepping into my purpose. What motivates me is being the best man that I could be, but not the perfect man that I can be. We are all flawed individuals, but also what motivates me is truly accepting myself for who I am. So that my sons can see me growing and growing and getting stronger and stronger in the face of the world that we live in today. To echo Dre, to leave a mark in this world so that our children and their children's could walk upon. And also the love of my culture, the love of my family. Wow, this is a deep one. Just I think if we don't work on ourselves as individuals, we can't possibly help anybody else, and we can't be a service to our community. You know, I mean, we can be while we're working on ourselves, but I think we should really, really be mindful of who we are as individuals and everything. So that's what motivates me, being mindful of who I am as an individual and accepting that as such. Um, wow, this is deep. I knew I was going to kind of
So,
falter with this one, you know, but I think in this time frame, for me personally, that is my biggest motivating factor, is to always be in a state of constant evolution.
Right, right.
so let me ask this.
Mm.
What if you guys could, like, hearing everybody's answer, if you guys could describe yourselves in one word, like with one word, what would that be?
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna
One
say
word.
for me, leader, leader.
Why?
Dave.
Yeah.
Curious.
Who said curious?
Me, I say
Dave.
curious.
Curious.
Dave said curious.
Pot.
Describe. I really never thought of that, but if I was to
Well,
say
they come
anything,
with it.
I guess I'm like a mutant.
Okay. So he's a mutant. Mutant.
That,
Yeah, we gotta have a tension breaker here because they coming with it.
that
Y'all
so
coming with it.
fits. Curry.
I'm sorry. What was Dave? What was your answer? What was your word of describe? Of description?
Curious.
Curious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Damn, she's about to get you locked up.
Yo, she over there writing something. I'm a little nervous.
Curious, somebody set a trap for this curious ass.
I want Curry's question next, but I wanna ask you guys one more. You have spiritually, financially, emotionally, and physically. I want you guys to rate that. Like, rate each one to 4 of importance, like 1 being the most important, and why. Because for some people, like, based on life experiences or whatever it might be for them, somebody's number 1 might be, okay, money.
Yeah.
Or somebody's number 1 might be like, you know what? I need, a spiritual whatever. Like,
Right.
I need
So
to know
Well,
financially,
actually,
spiritually, physically,
physically,
and emotionally. 1
financially,
to 4.
physically.
1 to 4, and why?
Joe done gave us a whole
I'm
Yeah, I'm
telling you,
that out.
my Lord.
She's getting you guys to do self-assessment. So
Very brief. Brief.
Yeah.
It can be financially because I love money. Emotionally because I'm a mushy person. Very brief. No paragraphs. No, as simple as possible.
That must be for pot. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna jump out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you jump because I don't know how high you can jump, but let's watch
Yeah,
him.
the
Yeah.
first one would be spiritual for me.
Mhm.
Because I always gotta go there, but in essence, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience or a physical experience. So that is number one, for me. And without that uh experience, then none of this is we not even having this conversation. I'm gonna say emotionally will come next because that is the I guess the meter at which I engage my surroundings on a daily basis, how my emotional state is. That's like really important. Like how am I feeling? If I'm in a positive mood, negative mood, whatever that is, but that sets the tone for my day. So that's very important for me. I'm gonna say financial will be the next one because that's just the mechanic of living in this world. Without finances, shit, you dead in the water. This whole system is based on money and how it flows. So you have to figure out a very smart economical way to interface with the entire system in order for you to survive, unless you're just going to live off grid. And if you're not living off grid, then you're going to need money at the end of the day. So Was there one? Did I leave one out?
No, I think you said it all, sir.
Yeah. I think
Mhm.
that's it. But yeah,
You covered. I'm so sorry about the background noise. What
That's all
about
right.
Pot?
I just make it simple. It's all about strength. That's all. Everything is strength because everything falls under strength. You know what I mean? You got to have the strength to walk this walk. You know what I mean? The stronger you are, the more you can take, the more you can go forward. So it's all about strength. Your health is the only thing I care about. Great health and mental strength, you can walk through anything and get out of it
Pot,
because
but
it's
that
all
wasn't
about
that.
strength.
Yes,
You don't need nothing else but strength.
you don't
I'm
need
just
nothing.
saying,
Okay,
nothing but strength.
Wow.
okay.
All right.
Dave,
Yeah. Number one, spiritual, because without faith, you can't have great works. Number two, physical, because you have to take care of your temple, which I do. Um, Financially, yeah, we all have to survive. Emotionally, yeah. Um, dealing with your emotions always falls in line. So, though, did I leave any? I left. That's all, right?
Yep.
That's all the four, right? So those will be my four.
okay. Good answers. Pot, I love you.
I'm just saying, what I mean by strength is you're able to, a strong foundation can withstand any storm. I mean,
There you go.
you have to adapt. That's one thing, but being strong as you adapt makes you stronger and stronger. As long as you're strong, you can walk out here with no money, nothing, and still prevail. So strength to me is the ultimate thing where you can go anywhere. You can go in the jungle butt ass naked and lay down next to a leopard and sing your favorite song with them. You know what I mean? That's strength. You know what I mean? Go anywhere you want. And guess what? When you're strong like that, the ruler, he won't even fuck with you. So that's basically what it is.
I love Pot. Curry, what is your question for the fellas?
All right, fellas. This is a little bit another self-assessment.
Hmm.
So running a home, business, or relationship, whichever one is priority you or one that you would feel that you'd rather answer to, home, relationship, or business. What are three important key factors that must be law or rules when running those three entities?
Hmm. Three factors, you said?
Just three in any category, business, relationship, or home. Pick a category and what's the main three laws or rules that must be applied.
thought y'all was gonna have some juicy questions, man.
Yeah, for real.
I got
Like,
the juice.
Hey,
but
this-
We
these
gotta
are
It's a complex, man.
Time out.
ask the real ones first. But we have
Time
more
out.
questions.
Because I did have all juicy questions. I had to wait till I had to get the flow first before I just spit out all those questions. I didn't want to just come on and rah when we
You
talk.
should have threw a grenade in that thing, like blah.
All right, let me.
oh Lord.
And somebody got to jump on it, right?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
You want me to change my question?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
No.
let's get into some meat and potatoes. But yeah, go ahead and ask that question. Let's answer that question, and then we go
Okay.
ahead. And,
Okay.
Pa-
Go ahead.
Dre, who told you what to do? Who
I'm-
told you to tell
I'm sorry.
anybody what to do?
give it to the ladies. Give it to the ladies.
Curry, go ahead. Go ahead and switch it up. We'll get back to that question.
Okay, so you want to read back to that? Okay.
We'll double back to that.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, men.
Hmm.
All right. So when you find yourself attracted to a woman,
Here we go.
what is it that keeps you at bay? Is it fear, confidence? And I forgot my other part of the question. Dang.
Fear,
All right.
confidence.
We can run with that. So if you find a woman attractive based on your personal situations, and you find that she's a well-rounded woman, you find her attractive, you like her, what keeps you at bay? Fear or your current commitment, basically? to your yourself or whatever you're dealing with? What
Mm.
keeps you at bay?
When you say at bay, do you mean what keeps us from going all in?
I'll give you a prime example.
Okay.
You're talking to a young lady in the grocery store. You find her very physically attractive. You find her mentally attractive, and it could
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nah.
it could it
It could
could
pop off.
yeah. What keeps you and like what helps you or what do you guys do? Well, because sometimes some women are looking for you to make that move, maybe
That
that first
sucks.
move.
That
What is
sucks.
it? Eh,
What keeps us at bay from going from point A to point B?
yeah, move.
Um,
Yeah, what's that?
Mm.
What
I
is that
think
about?
I think for me, I can't speak for everybody, but um I'm a vibey person. I can't even recall the last time I actually approached a female and was like, how you doing or what's your name or because women have changed over the years. Like they
Exactly.
don't,
Exactly.
they're not too friendly,
Right.
We're
Right.
not.
and if you are a man, you have pride and you have ego. So my thing is if I step out of my bubble to approach you, I'm expecting her to have enough respect for me as a man to either say oblige me on respect to say, hey, how you doing and all
Mm.
that, and then kindly turn down my offer if that's the
Right.
case. But they act like you
Don't
got
even know
like
you. Like
like
they
you
act.
got shit on your face or something, you know. So
Yeah.
years ago, that kind of just turned me away from that. But I'm a vibey
know.
person, so I work off vibe. So
Yeah.
I can kind of pick up the sense of when someone's into me. When
Right.
you
So in all
master that.
fairness, you're saying that we have some work to do in that department of how we respond
Oh hell
to the
yeah.
general conversation, being etiquette enough and being
Right.
ladylike to be
And
able to respond respectfully.
energy is everything. Energy is everything.
Right.
If we don't get that energy, man, it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
let,
Keep it
let
Power
moving.
is
me just
shaking his
back
head
off
no.
here.
Power
Huh?
is shaking his head
But-
no.
Huh?
Power, you
Females.
shaking your head no.
No, I'm just saying. No. I say no about what he was saying. No, like, I was just saying, but females, they don't know. Most of them don't know what to say anyway. That's why you probably get that negative response. They just don't know how to react to shit like that. They don't even know how to come up to a nigga and even if they like you, you know what I mean. So I found that even if you know a woman like you, you say the wrong thing. It's like you got to be damn near perfect, yo. It's like you got to. That's why, like you said, Dre, sometimes you got to work your way in on a whole different level, because if you try to have conversation or like try to say something, like trying to get to know the woman straight up like that, she ain't gonna know how to respond. So you're gonna get something negative because she don't know how to respond. It's not that she don't like you or anything. You just gonna get some negative shit from her. And I don't like that shit either. And I'm just like you. It's like, okay, she liked me, but now if I try to say something to her, is she gonna make me feel, you know what I mean?
All right.
Because they do that, dog. He's like, yo, you know what I mean? Then they looked, they don't, it's like, okay, damn, bitch, you gave me all the signs. No, I don't do it either, dog.
And what that means in aspect is that there's some women that just generally don't know how to receive a compliment or to receive love. So it's not something that should be, not all women are negative, but that's fair to say that you have been conditioned to respond inappropriately, disrespectfully, or not even in a sense to even accept a compliment, which is a
Right.
basic compliment, to think that it could be one that he's trying to talk to me and it was just a compliment, or he's giving a compliment to try to talk to you. So we have to need some work on that. David, what's your answer?
Fear of rejection. Just vibing off of, if the energy is not there, I'm just going to back away. In my experience, I just found that women are just not all women, but maybe a large demographic of women are just attracted to one aspect of a male who's thuggish and who appears to have it all, but when it comes to so-called cornballs, and nice guys, they just turn the other way. So
I love
Get over it.
cornballs.
So I mean, that's always been my experience anyway. So if I feel that that energy is not receptive to the vibe that I'm trying to give off, and meeting a queen or an individual, I haven't done it in 15 years, but then I just back away. That's just me, man. Like,
All right. So there's a part two to that question. So now that we've got your objectives on what you feel what the situation is, a woman comes up to you and just slides her hand across your ass. Do you receive it? Do you
Yeah,
accept it?
I never experienced that. Though.
Like, how do you respond? What's your response?
I'd be a little shocked, but I would receive it.
Oh, thank you. Great thing. You know, I would slap my hand down your back.
Listen, you only live once.
And potty. I'm gonna slap my hand down. I might.
Tasha, I'm watching you.
All right. I mean, if I'm single, you know what I mean. I might have to take care of you.
Yeah, for real.
If I'm single, because I'm still a man at the end of the day.
Very good.
Got needs. We all got our needs, man.
Yeah, most men
Got 2 balls, and it says that.
Yeah, most men, depending on their situation, they probably gonna see about that. Initially they won't be super offended.
Right.
What if she ain't too good looking and she did that?
I know that's the scary part.
So it's some variables in there, but for the most part, a man who is humble but confident is going to be receptive to that. He's going to accept that as that's the extreme compliment. Like, I'm the man, but at the same time, for me, I'm gonna be like, yo.
Yeah.
If she willing to do that just on some just humbug stuff and don't know me from Joe Schmo, I'm thinking, damn, what else would she do? So my mind is gonna start like going places.
Knuckle dragger shit.
I actually got something for y'all. I actually can answer some of that. This is a long time ago. You know what I mean? This is like how long? Damn. This is quite some time ago. I can't remember, about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I went to the movies, right? I don't know the girl name anyway no more. Y'all don't know the girl name, so I'm gonna just tell a story. So nobody knows her anyway. So
is this a long story?
It's not a long story.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the
Okay, I'm gonna make it fast. I went to the movies to watch a movie. I forgot what movie it was, but it was a movie, and it was these 2 girls in a movie theater. It was just me and these 2 girls in the movies, right? So I'm sitting a little on top, right behind them and shit, and they sitting in front of me down, right? So the girl kept looking at me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, why the fuck she keep looking at me? All right. So she told me to come down. I'm like, okay, fuck it. Because she wasn't bad looking. Everything was good. So I was like, all right. I don't know what to expect here, but you know what I mean? So I sat next to her, and her and her, they was on some dirty shit, dog. I was like, I felt like a hoe. You know what I mean? Like,
so was it on and popping or what?
It was on and popping. It was like, she was like,
okay.
On my way out, she grabbed my she grabbed my dick.
Oh wow!
What?
All right.
Right? She grabbed. So I was like, I'll see you later on, whatever. So she called me later on, and
it continued.
It continued to some point where you wouldn't understand why did it go there and how did it go there and why did she even go there. But she did.
Well, we're gonna leave that for a sex topic.
She did.
Yeah.
And it was in a public place in front of everything, and she did right there in public, and I couldn't believe my fucking. But it is what it is.
I can understand that. I'm gonna put a mental note, because if we get back on a sex topic, that's gonna, we're gonna rewind back to that.
Yes.
Because I surely want to hear. I have a question.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that what she did, dog.
You guys have children, so you've heard of Build-A-Bear.
Who?
Build-A-Bear? No, you guys haven't heard of Build-A-Bear? Like you?
I haven't.
I haven't.
To build a bear, like to build an actual bear.
You go, like, you take the kids to this little factory type place where you can actually build a teddy bear. Like, you build it however you
That's
want.
cute.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Build a
yeah,
bear.
right.
So if
Yeah.
you could build your ideal woman that you are going to spend like a lifetime with,
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
the ideal woman for you that you will spend a lifetime with, what does that look
That's
like?
a good one. That's a
Now,
good one, Joe.
is this physically or mentally?
All
Physically,
of it.
mentally, you're building it. It's your build. It's your build.
This is
you're
All
beautiful.
right. I'm gonna go with this one. All right. Beautiful skin, nice teeth, pretty toes,
And Dave, boy, descriptive, boy.
nice, nice frame,
Oh my.
beautiful smile.
What about the insides? What if she doesn't? She has to feed you and love you and.
Well, I was getting to that though.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to that. You said physically, and you said I could
All
do
of
it
it.
all.
Whatever. You're building it. Okay, I'll shut up.
Respect, communicative, respectful, loving, spiritual. Just an all-around queen. Freaking the bed. Freaking nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it physically and mentally, emotionally, it has to be there.
Pot. What about you, Pot? I can't wait to hear
You're
this.
telling me if I told you to bark like a dog, you'll bark like a dog?
I knew he was gonna go with some shit.
Yeah, I always wait for Pot.
Well, mine would definitely be a doll.
Wow.
What?
A doll.
A doll?
Yeah, a doll. A
She
doll.
doesn't talk back.
A sex doll?
Yeah, doll made with the best fabrications.
Because she doesn't talk back.
Mm.
I don't know. Y'all said I had a choice to make a woman. If I could make a woman, it would be a doll.
Pot, you
Wow.
can't really tell. You know what? Pot, you want a doll?
Yeah.
Why? Why a doll instead of a person?
I don't have to argue. I don't have to fight. I don't have to feel a certain kind of way during the day. I don't have to. It's a mental, like, you don't have to deal with the mental drag, like the constant back and forth. You know what I mean? And a doll don't do that. A doll just
So you can just fuck it and throw it to the side.
yeah.
Wow.
You said if I can make one, I can make one. So I want a doll.
Okay,
I want the best. I want $1 million doll. That's what I want. And I don't want to be a doll.
Mm.
She can only say things that make sense. And that makes, what I'm talking.
Does she cook for you?
Mm.
Man, I could go and buy
All
some
right, Pot.
like
Well, all right, Pot.
That's gay, bro.
Okay.
you got Popeyes, you got all kinds of restaurants, you got all kinds of shit, man.
That's gay, bro.
Wow.
That's gay, bro.
I love Pot. I so
Yeah.
love Pot. What about you, Dre?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's gay, bro.
Oh my gosh, that was
I
funny.
can't. I
You
can't.
know, I gotta make it interesting. Come on.
Yeah.
Instead of the doll.
Oh.
Look them up, man. They ain't bad.
Oh my
I've been
God.
tempted to press that button.
Oh man.
Man, shit.
Oh God, Pot.
Excuse
Oh, my
myself.
goodness.
I'm just- Go ahead.
Okay, Dre,
Man.
go ahead.
well, compatibility. She got to be. I mean, physically, I'm an ass man, so she got to have some. She got to be pulling a wagon.
Damn.
I like meat,
Damn.
straight up and design. Nah, physically, just fine. I'm attracted to, a sister who is physically, she's fine. But one of the things one of the things that I really like is uh the softness of a woman, not physically soft, but that element that, you know how they say, because we had a conversation about this earlier, about how women have conquered a lot of nations and brought down a lot of nations because they have that level of power. And when they're in tune with that level of power, it's something that can bring any hard man to his knees, basically. But a lot of women don't know how to wield that. Even if they wield it, do they wield it in the sense of, um, you know, to nurture and to take care of, not to tear down and destroy.
Right, right.
It's something about a soft aspect of a woman that I'm drawn to. Now she gotta be fine, but if she has that warmness to her, that shit's like a jewel, like this hard to find. Like a lot of sisters today, they just they hard.
They're hard.
We all got a story to tell. We all come from something, but
they lack that feminine softness. You mean that just femininity, that womanly?
Yes. That's
the being. Yeah. Okay.
That is something that I'm really drawn to. Sexually, she has to be. I think our appetites have to match. I really don't want them to be in balance. I don't want her appetite to be stronger than mine, and I don't want mine to be stronger than hers. I want us to be kind of in sync. It could be off a little bit because nothing's perfect, but men don't. When it comes to sex, men don't like always having to put in an order.
We don't like conservative shit.
Yeah, no.
We like freaks.
So
yeah, nasty, dirty mouth.
Dirty,
like all that stuff.
We like fetishes. We like all that shit.
Definitely.
Word up.
So you have to match. You have to match his sexual energy. Yeah.
No, none.
So you mean like when you say not. It doesn't have to match, like one could be higher or whatever. Like just when it's on, it's on. Like no.
Yeah, not too much resistance or
right. When it's on, it's on.
In other words, I would like for her energy to be. I want her to have an appetite for me as well as I got one for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all just want a hungry mate. You want to just as hungry as you. You just
exactly.
Yeah. And Dave wants a dirty slut in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I think we all want. We all want that.
Yeah, we all want that. We all want that.
Hug like a motherfucker.
Pot, you can't say we all want that because a dog can't give you that.
A dog.
That's a bit extreme.
Oh, the $1 million dog.
Yeah, I can do anything I want. I can make her talk like any woman I want.
Oh,
It's gonna be pretty high. If I break something on her, she might cost me an arm and a leg. So she gonna be like,
Lord.
Nah, man, but yo, I love women, man. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be real. I mean, I don't know what I want really, but you know what? I just don't know what I want in a woman anymore.
And that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's understandable because so much has changed. We've changed, involved. You guys have changed, and sometimes it's just about like I think it was Dre that said sometimes it's just about the actual vibe. You can see, behold, anything you want as long as that person has the right fit.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said, ask me if I want some pussy before I walk out the door. Never let me leave the house loaded. Right.
Yep.
Right.
Ask
go ahead. Tasha, yeah.
So Tasha, you're up, babes.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna kind of stay along the realm of what we're discussing. With that, do you guys like a woman that's more aggressive? That's aggressive, or
no, I don't like no aggressive woman. I like an innocent woman. I like a woman. I like her to be innocent. I don't know. It just puts you more. It just make you more dominant when she innocent, like innocent or fragile to some degree. You know what I mean? I think if a woman like too aggressive on me, I kind of get turned off. I don't like that kind of aggression. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like aggressive ass.
No,
women.
but I think you're reading too much into aggression. Like,
there's kind of layers into that.
Yeah, because a woman could be aggressive, like
No
like
comment.
as in like her being the initiator and her like just lay down and let me take care
yeah.
of you type of thing. It doesn't have to be like she's like
I know I used to mess
like
with
a wild
somebody back,
beast on you.
and
Like,
this another person. Like every time when I got off work, I was a harass. For sex. So I used to avoid from coming home because I knew once I go, I would have to deal with this motherfucker. I forgot what she called me. She had some name for me. She's like, you know what? I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. 24/7, dog. I was like, come on, man. I can't do this. I should just stay away from that motherfucker, dog. Yeah. I used to stay away, dog. I never thought that somebody would want to have sex so much to the point where I just avoided them and shit because it was just too much sex, dog.
Dang.
all right, Dave.
But wait, 1 second. I gotta fuck with pot. I'm sorry. So do you think so? You didn't take that as a compliment? Like, damn, she want me that much? You felt
It
like,
was good
Yeah.
at first, but
Like-
it became like I couldn't do like as soon as I get home from work, man. Come on, man. I want to eat, I want to chill, I want to whatever, dog. As soon as you get home, it's like, you know what I want right now. Come on, man. I ain't doing that right now, yo. But it, after time, but it never stopped. It was so aggressive that it'd be a fight and this and that. So it's like I felt on the opposite of this. I felt like she was the man and I was the woman. So I stayed.
So when you got home, you didn't like. Soon as you open the door, she hear the keys jingling. Soon as you get in, you know what I want, right?
Yeah, but she had she called me this little sexy little word or some shit like that. What it was. She used to call something, you know what I want, and I'm like, come on, man, like later on tonight. I gotta wash my balls.
Maybe she liked her meat season, man. Maybe she didn't want you to wash your balls.
Yeah, maybe she liked the salty.
Yeah.
She was dangerous, and that's all she wanted to do. When she went to work, I was happy. When she was gone, I was happy. Never was happy when the motherfucker was gone, dog.
Wow.
The nigga said, "Where she at, though?"
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Where she at?"
Like
She in somewhere in Philly somewhere, driving around in a one of them. She do that Uber shit, so she probably got somebody else jumping in the Uber or some shit.
Somebody please change this question. 'Cause I keep-
All right, Dave, you up next.
I'm up next. Not overly aggressive, but if the aggression's in the right place, regarding what she wants and how strong she is, and yeah, and there's nothing wrong with an aggressive woman. Not overly aggressive. Our energies have to match on even in equal kill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally love a woman who knows what she wants personally. And like you said, Jay, that aggression can be it's layers. Like, aggression is not always a bad thing. It's a good thing, because if it's going to help you get off your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for it, but just not overly aggressive.
Right.
Right.
That was a good question, Tasha.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, it was.
I can't. I've never been on the end of that spectrum, so I got to see what that's like before I give an opinion and say that's bad or good. So let me get on the other side of that shit where somebody is ripping my damn pants off as soon as I come out.
Yeah, I've never been there either.
So
man.
I think that's every man's wish, Pop. Seriously.
It wasn't as good at the beginning. It's just that when it never stops, sometimes you need time to reload too, man. You got to reload your shit up. You know what I mean? You got to keep on
Right.
Come on, man. You tired from work, man. You come home and this motherfucker already and ready to have sex.
I find funny?
Talk dirty and shit.
How listening to Pop, how a man could actually tell a woman like, no, not now or whatever have you. But yet, if a woman was to do that to him,
yeah,
it would be
that
a
is
problem.
true.
No, but
that is true.
Not when a nigga. That's why I say I understand how women feel. If somebody,
Because you have some men that have a heavy appetite. And they
nigga. And I see what I'm saying. I felt like a woman. Like, no. Like, every time I walk in, I want to do shit. I gotta like it. You know what I mean? So
Nigga said,
understand how women
no.
feel.
Tasha, that question, I
That
love it.
nasty bastard.
Nasty bastard.
Mhm.
Never
Curry,
knew a woman.
Curry,
She
you
called
got a
me
question?
too.
Yeah,
You have a
most
question?
men is not. No, most men are not in that situation.
I
Most
feel
men are
like the
not.
next
Right.
question
That's
should be, are
crazy.
y'all
I don't
bottoms
believe
or
that.
tops? I mean, I don't even know what to ask. They're like, yo,
Wait, let me just most men are not in the situation of like having like an aggressive female.
No,
Right.
No.
because most. I mean, no shade to the sisters, but you got a lot of sisters who use sex as a weapon and leverage.
Yeah, I've been through that shit too.
They don't treat it as a appetite or a need. It's a weapon.
Right.
It's like I give it to you when I feel like it, or you didn't do something. I'm gonna use it for this or that, or I'm gonna leverage it
God.
for whatever. So,
sex is definitely therapy. It's healing. It's needed.
It so is.
It is definitely something that the opposite of what Potty is saying is supposed to maybe even start off with maybe a foot rub, a neck rub, or something. But
Course.
I definitely get that time of like, this is not the right time. There's other levels of intimacy that can be at play
Right.
versus just the actual intercourse of. I mean, because again, you have to recharge for that. And what I'm learning as our age, as we get older, that there are certain things that men actually really, they might like the big ass and the tits and the pretty skin and the smile, the hair, but it's all about the comfort zone or the safety net, or just stay. I mean, I've even seen people just stare at their women and just awe, or just like, this woman crazy as fuck, but I love her. And that's the build of the intimacy that gets it
Right.
popping. Just, that they just looking at like, damn, this crazy ass, pretty funny ass girl is on my arm. And so some men really, do appreciate that in women. And I think Dave said it is just that there has to be a healthy, no, I'm sorry, Potty. There has to be a healthy type of need. I mean, you have to, that comes with, I think men and women need to start studying each other. I mean, I'm studying.
It was all good, except the
Definitely.
fact that it's like when you overworking out. Come on, man. Like how much? I mean, how you want to? That's like going in the weight room every. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
like,
don't wanna do
killing
that
yourself in the weight room every day. Like nigga, you need recover time.
Right. You don't want to eat
Yeah.
the same every day.
It's
You do want
beyond
to.
that.
Right.
It was
yeah.
beyond that. It was beyond
Curry,
that.
what you said, I love it because that's like I can't stand this motherfucker, but I love this bitch.
Yes,
Like,
I love him to death.
yeah.
But the shit that comes out his mouth, but his lips are so fucking sexy. That type of shit. That's what. Well, we're not on us, so I'm not even going to continue what I was.
But
Yeah.
nah, that's interesting because I think that's a real important ingredient in a relationship. When you really truly adore a person's being, a lot of the things that they do that might get on your nerves is one thing, but you're in awe of their existence. And that's on a whole nother level. And a lot of
Yeah.
people don't even entertain that level. They just on the mundane of what you could do for me, how you make me feel, and what you got, and stuff like that. The ever changing things. But when you're
That's the new
actually
world.
in awe of a person's existence, it's on a whole nother level.
I think you know what, to piggyback off of that. I was just thinking about this the other day. It's a pride in being chosen by someone that you chose. So if you choose a woman and you choose, but it's a pride that we want to be the one that is the most beautiful to you, and just like you want to be the most, the man that we look to for protection. I mean, it's almost like a bad omen for us to seek some type of protection outside, and that is something that I think is very strong, feel very strongly that is missing, is that the pride in being chosen.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the most thing that's missing, and maybe we don't do that because we don't woo each other enough, or we don't study each other enough, or whatever that is. But I'm that kind of, I'm old fashioned like that. I want to be like, damn, that's my baby up there. That's my thing. Or look at me, or he's looking at me like I'm the most beautiful thing that walked the earth. That right there is that is just, I see no flaw in who I love.
And it's not even,
You should.
I don't even think it's like studying. Like when you're with a person, I think you just
learn
know.
them.
Like
Yeah.
you learn. Yeah, you learn. You don't even have to study. You learn.
Women never
like,
choose the right one. He is so right. No, they don't want to choose the right one. They want a gangster. They
Yeah,
want actually
exactly.
even a gangster because honestly, a lot of
So
cats that they call
unfortunate.
gangsters ain't really gangsters. So it's really an act too. Like all that shit is acting too. So you know what? I don't even like calling motherfuckers gangsters and all that shit, man. I know what a real gangster is. A real gangster, you don't know who the fuck he is. That's a real gangster. You acting when the motherfucker know you a gangster. That's how I look at it.
Tasha, it's on you again because that was a good question.
All right. Well, with that being said, then okay, back to kind of like building a woman, I guess. What are the top three qualities that woman must possess in order for her to be considered as a partner or for her to be your partner?
I knew you had it, honey.
You said top. You said top three.
Top
I
three.
like that.
Oh shit.
Go ahead, Dre.
For me, it's gonna be respect. Respect is number one for me.
Wait. Also, I want you to kind of not too much, but
Elaborate.
Yeah, elaborate why.
Okay. Because I feel like if she doesn't respect me, then what are we doing in the first place?
Right.
You know, we can't get past go if you don't have a level of respect for me. That's like number one. Number two, I like a woman with a happy spirit. Like just happy. It's something about a woman who is in a happy place, and not a happiness that I'm gonna give her, but she's already whole and she's happy, and that is a light that most men, we can feel that, and it makes us feel good. The next one would be being submissive. And when I say submissive, I don't mean in the sense of me telling you what the hell to do, what to dress, where to go, when to be back. No. But having that that sense of being able to allow me to be a man. Knowing when to hold me up. And if I falter, having the ability to step in, but you can't even tell she stepped in. She's really holding up the whole shit. But when you look at the image of the kingdom, I'm in the seat. I'm the ruler. But she's really the one holding the whole shit up. But you can't really tell.
I experienced that before.
And we know, me and her know that at the end of the day, she's the support system. She's the one that's making this shit happen. I'm the one, I'm the face of the fucking establishment. But she's the one that supports, gives birth to the vision and the dream, and makes it a good environment for it to be birthed out of that. And I think there's one more, and having the ability to be a warrior when needed, because I don't want somebody to be
combat,
fighting me. I want somebody who is willing to learn as much as I can teach her, and when the time comes, she can step up. And I know if I fall in battle or I get wounded in battle, proverbial battle or real battle, I got it. She can get in there, put the clip in, boom, we ready to go. I need to know that.
Oh, the audio's a little faulty.
Damn, the robot.
Yeah.
I wonder whose audio that is. It's Omar Flowers. What's up, Omar?
What's up, Mo?
What's up, Omar?
Bestie.
What's up, Omar?
Let me see who audio that is.
Let me see.
That is some.
Y'all can continue.
Okay.
Oh, Dave was on Dave. Are you done, Dre?
Yeah.
It was on Dave.
What attributes? Is that the question? What are the attributes that I should look for?
The top three.
The top three. Okay. Communicative. We have to be able to communicate, man. We have to be able to talk. When things get awry, when things get off kilter, we have to be able to have the ability to talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't do sign language.
Right, right.
What I'm saying? Let me know what it is that I fucked up on. I'm gonna let you know what it is that you fucked up on. Not only just communicative in a negative sense, communicative in a positive sense. Tell me that you love me. Tell me what are the things you love about me. I'm going to tell you what are the things that I love about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what it is you need to hear so that you could be built up. You know what I'm saying? We have to build each other up as a couple. So that's probably what is that? That's probably the first and foremost thing to me is being communicative. Number two is trust. Gotta have trust. If you don't trust me, then what are we doing? That's self-explanatory. And I guess number three, you have to be strong. There's a certain strength that you have to have. Not to say, being weak is a bad thing because if you have a partner, a strong partner, that partner could build you up. But I would personally like to be motivated by someone that's strong and you know, she can actually do for self. But when you put those attributes together, it's powerful. So I guess those are my three. I haven't thought about these things in years. So it's like
The audio is like, have you guys,
my audio?
are you guys ready?
It might
Nah.
be you.
You think it's me?
Nah, I don't know.
No.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said
I can't read your mind. That's
can't read
it.
your mind, and that's a big one. I know when you are in sync with your partner, there's certain things that you can communicate without saying it. That's a given.
Yeah.
But don't make that the backdrop to expressing yourself when you need to express yourself. Don't just assume
That's what I'm
that we're
saying.
supposed to read each other's minds. Like, yeah, that's that. I hate that. That's not
Yeah.
a just say
I
it.
even go through it now. Like, what the fuck? Tell me what I did wrong. Like, I went
Was
through it
it me?
earlier. Like, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
Fuck
was.
out of here.
Yeah, because women will have an attitude, and you don't know what the hell you did. You in trouble. You in the doghouse.
Yeah.
All fucked up, and you
No,
don't even
tell
know.
me. Tell me.
I,
And I can correct it. Fuck
Right.
out of here with that. I
I
went
think
through that
women
today.
What
I
you say?
think women like that stuff though.
Yeah, a little too much. A little
Because they
too much.
kind of look
I
for it to be
think I think you have to judge. You have to realize, like, if a woman, if you know her enough, you'll know, like, okay, I know what you need, and take her in the room or something like that, or
like Joanne.
it might be that time of the month,
Hmm.
or like you guys have to think a little bigger than just she has an attitude and I don't know what it is and what the fuck I did. Like,
Nah.
calculate. Is it her time of the month? Oh, you know what? Her cycle coming. Or
So
you know
after
what? It's been about a week. I know what she need. Like,
so after you've run through all the checks and balances, everything checks out, right?
Right, yeah.
But here's the thing: why we got to go through all that? Like, if you
listen,
in sync,
because we're women,
Right.
and you have to go through that because
no, I
we're
get
women,
that.
and
I
that's
get
what
that.
Here we
happens sometimes.
go.
That's what happens sometimes.
Look, all of them start talking.
Exactly. Because we gonna do it. You saw how they all got. You saw the energy go up,
Oh
right?
my
That's what
god!
we got. That's why I said, "Here we go."
Oh,
That's
No.
what happens sometimes. It happens like that sometimes.
that's funny.
True story to what Joe and Patty
Oh,
said. For us, I would say with Tish and Joe and us, I think it's fair to say that there's real, like, we're past the doghouse thing. You're not sleeping anywhere else but in the bed.
Right.
We could do that, but you're not going anywhere else, and that it's hard for us because it's minimal. It's like a minority of women that feel like that because yeah, we can be upset with you, but no, we're not going to put you on the couch because we still need to have that union, that physical union. Now, what Joe
yeah.
said, You got to be able to calculate if there's something going on, maybe with the family, work, or whatever. Her menstrual, she hungry. 9 times
Right,
it's probably
right. She
food.
might be hangry.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, be fair to us.
It's a lot of work,
Listen.
bro.
But
That's
you know,
not a lot of work.
Sometimes you do that and that shit still
If
don't work.
she's cooking,
see how you beat that
she's
though.
cleaning,
Hey.
she's taking care of you, she's doing all kind of stuff to make sure you're good. That is
Look,
not
we
a lot
just
of work.
want goddamn
If she
donuts.
got an
That's
attitude
it.
out
We
of
want
nowhere,
donuts.
you need to understand, like,
Yeah, you got to
Like-
find a way to make them happy without
just
trying
have a
to
top
ask
three.
questions.
Just have a top three list.
You can't ask
okay,
no questions, man. You can't
is
ask
she
no questions.
hungry? No.
You
Did
can't
she
ask
get
no
some
questions.
sex lately?
No.
No. Is her
Nigga
period
said, just
coming?
say you
And if
hungry.
it ain't one of those three things, then y'all gonna
Just
sit
say you
down and have a
hungry.
Yeah,
conversation.
just say you hungry. I love it. Whoever said that, just say you hungry.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
say you want me to go to
It ain't
Uber
that
Eats and
easy
order
sometimes.
something.
This fucking
but you have to
guessing game.
understand that this is a nature. This is not something that's there's really no problem here most of the time. This is just the nature. So you got to understand the nature, because if you're trying to resolve the nature, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. You just got, like you said, you got to play a puzzle. You got to like kind of
You know
shift
what?
in the
You
parts
right.
and like
You
kinda,
right about that part.
you know, redirect the energy to make it, you know, unknowing that y'all was just mad at each other. You can't be like, what did I do? All that's going to do is just cause more shit and more shit and more shit.
Right.
So,
Right. You might need to say, you might need to be like, oh, you know what? I'm about to make a sandwich. You want one?
yeah, you got to
You
make
might have a bonnet on
change your whole
with,
state of mind.
with a maid apron or whatever,
Yeah.
dusting and cleaning and doing all kind of stuff, and mad because you ain't pay her a bit of damn mind all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And that's going to be another show, Joe, because just like the person in the chat said, just say you hungry. Well, when we going to do a meet and greet at a restaurant?
You talking about us?
Yes, us.
Well, we'll probably do that this summer. I was thinking about that. How we
Probably
probably
in 2
need to like
years.
get together.
2 years
Yeah.
from now.
Nah.
Yeah,
Probably,
yeah,
like
the
next
Yeah, she said
Next
2
summertime
summertime
years.
is cool.
easily,
Summertime is
you ain't
cool.
gonna have nothing by that time.
But you know what?
Just say you hungry.
Men don't always.
You hungry?
All right. What you want? I order it.
Men don't always.
With
What you
cheese.
want, I'll order it.
That's what
Why
I
can't
do.
you say, like, why can't it? Men, I tell you, men, it's just, it's
You can't
men.
feed into that. You can't go to counseling. You can't do none of that. I'm telling you,
No,
once you
you
start
can't,
going
but you
into
have
that
to know
shit,
your partner enough
start-
to know, like, you know what, I bet
Right,
she hungry.
right.
Or, you know, let me go take her in there and bend her over and,
I
you know,
get
she'll
it.
be all right.
We not even know we hungry. We just we don't
Sometimes
know.
you can do all that and it still don't, and she don't still
No,
don't.
Right, right,
That's a
right,
lie.
right.
You know
I was
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying?
that.
But
have,
Everything that
have
you
to
said,
make
Jay,
her
you can do all that and the shit still don't work.
Right.
because you gotta make her laugh. You gotta
it might
make
be,
her
well,
laugh.
maybe you,
So we might as
maybe
well
you
just
in the doghouse
start just
about something else.
bust out in the
I
whole
ain't no
routine, man.
doghouse. Just got a damn attitude. That's all.
Yeah. So you make her
Oh.
laugh.
Well, just what David said is because sometimes we don't even know. We don't know we're hungry. We don't know we don't really
Yeah.
That's
necessarily
very
know that it's
true.
the attitude that we're giving off until we're checked. So sometimes don't put it all on us because we hungry or we don't feel good or we hungry or we don't feel, like
Maybe they just
We might be
crazy.
cleaning. We
I
might
got a
be
question
cleaning
for
or
y'all.
doing something and think about something that happened 2 years ago,
shit.
and it pisses
We
us
might
off
want
all
the
over
dish.
again.
We might want some, we might want the food
Yeah,
in the dish.
y'all do that too, though.
Right,
This shit sound crazy right now.
right.
Yeah, they just getting all that energy off.
I got a question for y'all.
Something that happened 2-3 years ago. Wow.
Question for y'all though, for y'all. Why do women try to change a man to a man that they don't want?
How you asking questions? How you
Oh my
asking
God.
questions on the show?
Y'all have to answer that question. Why do women try to turn a man into a man they don't want? Like, I'm just saying, put it this way. Most women, from my experience, they always try to mold you into this dream man that they want. But once you change everything and change your whole persona to what they want, they don't even want your ass no more. Why do women do that?
That's
You shouldn't try to change anybody.
That's an immaturity level. That's just a woman on a different
Yeah, I'm
maturity
just saying,
level.
but women do that. They're trying to cut your hair, get a nice haircut, or do this and that. And then once you do all that, they don't even want your ass no more. You're too boring for their ass. It's might turn you to the dream guy, the perfect guy, but once they turn you into that guy, they don't even want you no more. They don't even see no interest in you. So it's like that's why I said, why do women turn men into men they don't?
So, Tiffany just said, sounds like y'all are wanting a perfect woman, because what we asked of y'all, that really turned into a woman situation to where you all identify something that, though we're asking these questions to learn, you're still spilling out that you might say what you want or need, but you still feel or a little bit of lack of trust to entrust the women to hear what you need, want in those aspects in relationship. Because again, for the three women on the panel, some things just don't pertain. It's not every woman, it's the woman you're dating. It's a self-preservation on you.
Everybody's
So,
different.
Everybody's different. And she says, you sound like you want the perfect. Now we know you three,
No,
you don't
I don't think
perfect
so.
woman, but it sounds like that. And this is, I think, what the purpose of what what Dre is doing is start to have these conversations, is because we do need to learn, and there's an actual room for growth on both sides, and we have to not bashing, not saying that yeah, we know we be hungry, yeah, we know we be horny, yeah, we know we be wrong, we know. Just throw down the food, throw down the D. We'll talk about it and everything be okay tomorrow.
Right.
We're not, and
Or you talk bad about the D.
we're not here. And we're taking it back from you. We're not giving it back to you because we love you. And that
But you know what?
We're not trying to throw that back at you all, because there's a lot that we could say about you brothers, but we're not doing that because we want to be able to learn you and understand you because we love you.
Yeah, I think you guys should just put like the amount of effort, because we pour into our men, like pour. Sometimes you over pour. However, if it's just a simple attitude, she does everything. She eat this.
A good woman, yes.
You know, she does everything. She's pouring into you on a regular basis. You just have to figure out why she's mad.
Pour into her
for whatever reason. Pour into her in that sense.
Do you see the men's space?
I gave y'all 3 basics, and as far as perfection, it just depends on. There's levels to perfection. My perfection might not be somebody else's perfection. So, like, I don't think it doesn't sound like you guys want perfect women. Like, it's like the basic stuff.
No, we don't.
No.
Nasty.
Not by any means.
No
one is perfect.
No, nobody's perfect.
You going to the wrong man, though. Ooh.
But y'all just need to pour in. When we got a little attitude, just figure out what it is. It might be the D, it might be the cycle, it might be.
I think we need to talk about that chatter, because that chatter said something that pushes some buttons, and it says we pour into the wrong men.
You heard what I said? I said, ooh.
Hold up, absolutely not. Because every man of brown skin is my responsibility to pour into you.
Right.
All of you.
If I'm with you, I'm pouring.
And that was actually one of my questions, is because if you saw me on the street being disrespected by some random person, would you all stand up for me? You don't have to know me from a can of paint, but I know these 3 brothers on the panel would see me in a distraught situation and defend me. And absolutely. So, but if you did not know me, and that's what we need to be understanding, that because I don't know you or in a relationship with you, or even if I'm a friend, I have that due diligence of what these 3 men just described of what women should be. I do pour into you. That means the same, that you're not worth to be poured into by anybody, by a friendship, by a woman in love with you, by just a pal, a confidant, or anything. We're pouring into you because we love you and we need you to survive out here in these streets. Because without us, there's no you, and without you, there's no us. So
and sometimes
we can't say we're pouring into the wrong man. We are pouring into our men, period. Yes.
And sometimes like
I like that.
Saying pouring into the wrong men, like we pour not that like to make you better. Sometimes it doesn't mean that. Like you might come across somebody and you're only in their presence for like an hour a day or whatever the case is, but we pour into you in order to make you better, like a footprint. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's so sad about what y'all just saying though? That's from a particular generation of women.
Us anymore, honey.
Huh?
They don't make us.
That's what I'm saying. The new breed, the new breed, they don't even have that kind of mentality at all. They are. I mean, so it's like they're on a whole different level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, they all superstars. They all high value. They everything. They too good to whatever. You know, everything that the internet then killed their souls. So they think they too important, man, to even feel that way.
I think that's why it's important for us to have these conversations, because those that we're not in intimate relationships with, to hear what you're saying on the outside, because someone took me as a young child as far as feminine etiquette and how to handle myself or my hygiene. Someone did that for me if it was outside of my mother. And that's our responsibility. When I say they don't make us anymore, we do need to tap in and do that. But then again, you have the parents that don't understand the concept of that it takes a village, but then there are those that will accept us. And Potty, you're a perfect example. I'm pretty sure you know that there's some children that you could pour into, and just teach what you know, and pass that on if you don't, have sons of your, depending on what people's situations are. But yeah, I think that.
And what qualifies somebody to be the wrong person to pour into?
I guess an abuser, maybe that could be. I don't know.
But abusers need. I'm sorry, but
I don't know. That's why I kind of took that kind of personal, because I don't think anybody I pour into is wrong. I may not receive it back, but my job is to still give it regardless.
Because at one point in time in our lives, we were probably looked at as the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Woman.
Like we didn't always have knowledge.
What you talking about? We still that shit. It wasn't wrong right now, nigga. I'm wrong.
Women, we're hard, but we're sensitive about our shit, and we're sensitive about our men. We're not sensitive, and this is what's crazy. I can be cordial and respectful to my sister and my queen, but when it comes to y'all brothers, it's very sensitive. We're very sensitive.
I am. I will be like a wolf about mine, my children, and my man.
We're very sensitive.
Damn, I haven't been in a real relationship in so long. Damn.
I'm like a wild beast about mine.
Pot is sopping it up.
Yo.
He's sopping it up. He's feeling
sopping it up.
way.
He might change out that doll.
That real female energy. He's feeling it right now. He's feeling it.
The right partner will change your life.
Yeah, it's true. There's a quote that says, the success of a man depends on the type of woman that he has beside him.
Exactly.
Hold up.
I will say this. Now, I kind of get what they're saying, because I will say there are people who, when you pour into it, they're just not ready for it.
Right.
It's not that they're the wrong person. They're just not ready for that.
Right.
Love at that moment. Now, or you may be at some point giving it to them and they're not ready for it, but then maybe later on down the line, when they are ready for it, they'll learn to appreciate it, because now they'll
understand, right?
Yeah. Right. So it's not necessarily they were the wrong person, you know what I mean?
Right.
They weren't ready for it, and they weren't ready to receive it from you.
I have a personal situation that I have a confidant or friends or associates or however you want to label it, but anyone can come to me and ask for anything, or I'll give anything without asking. But I think now that I'm starting to think, when you say pour into the wrong people, I think though with women that, whether it's our friendships or courtships, we do too much, like Joe says, because we're that type. And sometimes it's not even receptive, where people can call you and ask how you're doing. Or, I heard you, had a struggle with your family. Is everything okay? Before they come out and request something from you. So that's kind of what Tasha's saying too, that I'm starting to think now, maybe that's what they mean, is that because we do, but we don't get poured back into on the general level. It takes someone very special to see that we are hurt, because we don't show that too often. Or just to take the time and ask a woman, how are you?
And it doesn't necessarily even have to be hurt. Like you pour and you pour and you pour, and they just they might just leave you on empty, but I'm still pouring.
Yeah,
I'm pouring.
I got a question for y'all though.
I am pouring the hell out of
I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. Women. I know this is about y'all asking us questions, but
ask him.
I gotta ask y'all this question. All right, let's say you're in a relationship, right? You're in a good relationship, right? And your man is he take care of his business. Everything you do, everything is good. Y'all have your ups and downs. That's a relationship, right? But you got some case money coming, right? Let's say you got like maybe 50 grand or 60 grand coming in from a case, right? And man do everything right anyway. So you supposed to love him, right? So and y'all was in a situation where life was kind of rough for y'all, and he had a plan, but he needed that money for the plan.
All of it.
Well, you want some?
He needed that money for that plan, but he proven to you the time y'all been together, for the while y'all been together, he proven to you that he was a man of his word and everything that he does. So something comes out of the way and he can't provide that 60 grand or whatever, but not saying he needed it all, but if y'all had to tap into at least half of that money to make y'all lives better as a family.
Yeah.
So what is your choice? Would you be like, you the man, you supposed to do all that? I'm keeping my money. I'm just saying, because I know shit like that. So what I'm trying to say, if you were serious about that man, and like I said, he's been on point since you've been with him. He ain't like, one of them con motherfuckers you've been in. They never on point, or they lying, taking your money, or this and that and all that. But this dude actually works and has his own money and everything. But that money would change both of y'all lives, as and plus y'all have a child on the way too at that. So or y'all have it. So do you be like, oh, you the man, you supposed to do all that shit? I'm keeping my money.
Well, me. Because I feel like you got to keep a stash whenever you need to keep a stash. Yeah, so I might say, I got 30,000 in case money coming, and put the rest away for a rainy day.
I'm just listen. But if that man,
but if there was anything that needed to be put, like he's taking care of me, like he's good to me,
right?
If there was anything,
never lying, always on rock, right?
Yeah, like if there was anything that needed to be taken care of, then I got you. Like,
yeah.
But that side money, just in case, this happened, what we gonna do, this and that. It has to magically appear from somewhere.
And hold on. Not to mention, like, let's say this man also has good credit and everything. And your shit is
like if he's taking care of me, like.
So if he needed your money to buy a house, a truck, or anything to make your lives better, do you tell him, oh, you're a man, you need to take care of all that shit and keep the money?
It's not even just financially. Like if he's taking care of me, like if he's good to me.
So Joe, do you give him the money?
Yeah,
I would give it to him. But remember, it's 50,000. So it was 30,000.
Like you're making us look bad, Joe.
Yeah,
like honestly, I would put money. It's money. It's money. It's money. Like. It's not $1 million. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
I give him
$1,000. Oh, give him all the money?
Most women, let me say this.
Give him all the money?
No. I'm just saying, like, whatever.
No, we got you. We got
all the money.
Yeah, we got the story. But most women who are, loyal and dedicated to their relationship and good with finances, they're gonna take that money and they're gonna put that money where it needs to be for a rainy day. They're gonna do right with the money and make sure that y'all don't, because there's gonna come a time where you're gonna need some extra shit. Yeah. Now, if she's a good woman, she's gonna take that 50 grand. She's gonna take a portion of that and she's gonna put some of that away to make sure shit stays afloat. Because tough days do come. That's what a real woman would do.
Right.
She may have a portion of that money that she'll say, hey, here, I know you've been trying to do X, Y, and Z. This may help towards that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's what good women do.
That 50,000
this is the better
would
for y'all.
30,000 because 20 is already put aside.
Right.
I'm saying it's not even for your money. I'm just saying if you needed a certain amount of money and you can give
10
it to
grand, I would give it to him.
That's what I'm trying to say. Not your whole fucking money. I mean,
take care of me, all your money. I'll give it to you. If you need 20 grand, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. As long as, because I am a victim of something like that. You know what I mean? During my time, I was doing everything, and I had a plan to make everything go nice and smooth to put us in, a house and everything. And the motherfucker told me I'm a man. I should be able to do it. I'm like, oh shit. After that, I just lost interest. But I'm just saying, it's like, what I mean? It's like, it's
Well, what
fucked
kind
up,
of
though.
woman was she? You have to look at
She's like,
background.
I'm just saying it was all good until I'm just saying, it was good until I was like, I was thinking, because when she said she had that money coming, I was like, damn, that could do this for us. We can do this. You know what I mean? So
I'm like, give you the real on that, because it's not about that situation. Is really not about good women, bad women, or any indifferent. What that's about is the woman did not trust your plan.
Exactly. That's what
I'm saying. If she not willing my plan, then she's not the woman for me, right? Because
but
right?
you know that. That's a given.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying
know what?
That's the message that I got, and that's why it didn't work. Because I got like, you can't like trust me like that. Then what the fuck we together for?
You know what? With this, like, I think I kind of look at stuff like, if I'm with somebody and you're good to me, like you're not a scumbag or a knuckle dragger or whatever the case is, and you're good to me, like I don't look at things as like, damn, I'm not gonna give him this because he might whatever, run off with the money, or he might you know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at like you're one with the person, like you know what I'm saying? Like I look at it a little different.
Wait, here's another thing.
It's just money, and you can't fuck me over and not.
But hold up,
the repercussions of that karma is definitely.
Hold up, though. Another thing, though. And then that person needed something. Like I said, the one that had the good credit, right? I'm just saying that the motherfucker who had the good credit, right? And after the turn down of that, didn't get that money, but you still put your shit on the line to get them something that cost damn near the same amount of money that they was getting back.
Well, that's a little foolish.
Yeah, you goofy at this point, so you might want to stop the story right there. You might want to stop the story right there, brother.
No, I'm not, because it's experience.
It is, but
yeah, I was goofy. I was a simp once in my life. I was a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying,
you're gonna experience
behind me. But I'm just saying,
one day you're gonna have a woman that sweeps you off of your feet.
No, she won't.
Treats you like a king, and it's not going to be a robot doll.
Nah, it's going to be a doll, all right, Shouty.
It's not.
And I'm gonna call
you gonna call her doll.
I'm gonna call
her Dolly.
No, I'm just saying, it's just funny that you still showed your loyalty. And that person
you stuck on that story. We got it, bro.
I'm loyal. When I'm in,
we got it, bro. But here's the thing: you're never gonna do that again.
Oh no, never ever.
You're never gonna do that again.
Nah, I want to ask Curry something. Mm-hmm. Curry, you said I was making you guys look bad. What was I making everybody look bad?
Yeah, I thought it was cute. You was like, for all the money? No, just a little money. Like $29.
Yeah, it's like all the money.
You was negotiating. And I was like, oh, Joe.
That was funny.
Though, value money.
No, if I
important.
100,000. I'm gonna have to tell you I got 75 because
ain't that something what that shit do to you though? That shit, we really value that shit more than everything, man. That shit ain't
not valuing.
No, she's just explaining a smart way to balance the books when you're in a relationship. That's all she's saying.
Yeah, it makes sense what she's saying.
I'm telling you, I got
that we do value that shit more than everything. People,
you should know that. You should know that because I love Miss Shirley, but when you ask her for a quarter and she says she ain't got 25 cents, she got like 10 grand. She got 10 grand. I ain't got no money. I can't give you $5.
Let me
and our moms was notorious for that. You ask your mom for money, hey, it's just $5, and she got mad dough.
Now, like that, all of us like that right now. When you say that shit ain't grown out of none of us, everybody like that with money. I'm broke as hell, nigga. My bank account about to flip.
Let me tell you something. My mother, when I was younger,
niggas want money. That's how you are.
I went to my mother and I was like, can I have, I think I asked her for $20 because I was going to the mall. I'm making this really brief. And she called me into her room. And like I had a car outside waiting for me, my friends. And I was like, damn, like, she called me into the room and I'm like, what's taking her so long? So she pulled this metal plate. It was like this metal plate looking thing off of the wall. And she's talking to me and she said, as you get older, you're going to have a man. And she's unscrewing. She's unscrewing this thing. You're going to have a man and you're going to need to learn how to always keep something to you. She's giving me the speech, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, hurry the fuck up. Like, I need to go, you know. She opened that thing, and when I tell you she folded, I swear it wasn't even the size of my pinky nail. $100 bills were all stuck in this little thing. Like, it was crowded with, and I never looked at that damn thing in the same ever again. I knew every time I went in that room, I tried not to look at it. It was hanging on the wall. I tried not to look at it, but it was full of money.
Wow.
And that was my lesson of,
Think about it.
like,
How broke are
always
you?
have
when you-
something on the
Yeah,
side.
but
Like,
how broke are you when you know a begging ass motherfucker is approaching you? You could be a billionaire. You be like, oh, the damn government got my bank account on hold.
I say I'm broke forever.
You gotta
I
lie.
don't got it.
I
So
lost
yeah,
my
that's so on
You
on
know
that
what?
note, we're gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Anybody got any last questions? Because we're gonna go ahead and shut it down.
No question.
I can't wait to eat.
So on that
Yeah.
note, I appreciate the panel. The discussion was very healthy and intriguing, and we've learned a lot. Hopefully, and definitely, we probably gonna have to do this again
Yeah.
because it
Yeah, talk
opened
about
up the dialogue on just understanding male and female perspective, which is very
Yes.
important in our relationships because sometimes we only have one view of the situation. I think the beauty in these types of conversations also is the fact that when you are dealing with someone and y'all are having an issue, you and that individual are a conflict of interest because you're in the situation and you're debating and arguing the situation to each other. And resolve typically is hard to come by. But when you have someone that you can talk to, like a panel like this, where we're not personally invested in your relationship like that, but we're neutral.
Right.
And when we have a conversation with people who are neutral, you get another insight on the entire situation that may be beneficial. We're not saying we have the truth or the answers to everything, but it's good to hear a different perspective to help you have a better understanding on how you should approach the situation going forward. So on that note, I want to thank my panel. Once again, DCR, y'all know him. He's like furniture. I'm always gonna say that.
that expensive
brother-
furniture, that shit that you don't ever want to get rid of.
There you go. My brother Dave, Sister J, CK, and Sister Tasha. I appreciate y'all. This was a great show. We have to do it again.
It was
Y'all be
fun.
safe. And
Very
thank y'all for
fun.
your insight because y'all really bought it. And I like to thank everybody in the chat who participated in the conversation today. And yeah, man, we gotta I'm not gonna say we gotta do better. We are doing better, slowly but surely, because that's just
Yeah.
the way
I would
the
like the
universe works.
our women
Right.
to do better.
Yeah.
We need to step it up on a whole nother level. Like, we need to do better. Not I. Yeah, I need to do better in some things too. But yeah, we need to do better as a whole.
Yeah, because you guys are the ones who actually give birth to this entire world. Everything that came into this world
Right.
came through by way of a woman.
Right.
Dog's ass. That's how
So
you do
on
it.
that note, I'm gonna say peace and yeah, man, it's been great. I am your brother, More Deeb.
Braylon, you sure
Wrong
knows it.
one.